Hey everybody, welcome back. I want to take a minute, thank everybody for following me, everybody for all the views. I greatly appreciate it. And I know I kind of jumped into the whole YouTube realm and just started posting videos. And I haven't really done an introduction to Stag and Cross Outdoors, who we are, what we are for that matter. And I wanted to take a second and do that today. There's a reason behind it, and I'll get into that here in a little bit. So, what is Stag and Cross? And I'm guessing it's probably pretty obvious. We are an outdoors company. If you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, maybe even a little bit on Twitter. I'm not really on Twitter too much, but if you've followed me in the past, you know that we are kind of like a Catholic outdoors company / ministry. And our focus is to really introduce people to the hunting lifestyle, as well as to bring people closer to Jesus, and to help show that God made you in a certain way, and that He knows us, and that we can be who He made us to be and still be a good Christian. In my case, that happens to be, an outdoorsman. I enjoy hunting, I enjoy fishing, I enjoy camping, and I kind of wanted to bring that to everybody. So, when my wife and I came into the Catholic Church, which we just did this past Easter Vigil, I really struggled with my identity as an outdoorsman, and how that was going to relate to my new identity as a Catholic man. So it's something that I prayed on quite a bit. I wasn't sure how I could do that, and I spent probably hours praying about it. And I truly believe that the Holy Spirit spoke to me, and it was God who led me to start Stag and Cross. And that's kind of where I'm at now. And I feel like I need to, show my story as I continue my life as an outdoorsman. Whether it's hunting, fishing, camping, backpacking, any of those activities, and help to show my story as I continue to grow in my faith. So here it is, Stag and Cross Outdoors, and this is where I truly believe that I was led. So I want to take a second, and every company brand out there has a logo. I really view us more as a ministry than anything, but let's take a look at the logo. So as any Christian, the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, it's a major part of our identity, and that's where the Trinity Knot comes into play. Each section of that Trinity Knot depicts, the three persons of the Trinity. So if you look at the bottom there, you'll notice we've got a couple crossed arrows. That serves a couple purposes. First, for me as an archer, that puts a little bit of who I am into the logo. But the arrows also typically depict and represent the points of a compass. And for any outdoorsman, the compass is a very important tool. It shows us where to go. But more than that, as a Christian, we need to have a moral compass. So that's kind of where the symbol of the crossed arrows comes in. That's gonna help guide us and point us to do the right things when we need to do them. The last section of the logo there are the antlers and the cross. And my confirmation saint is Saint Hubert of Liege, and that's where the antlers and the cross come in, because they are the main symbol of Saint Hubert. So who's Saint Hubert? Well, Saint Hubert lived around 656 and died around 727 AD. To make a long story short, Saint Hubert was an avid hunter. He was the son of a duke, and when his wife died during childbirth, he left the court and dedicated himself to hunting. Well, he was out one day and he was hunting a stag, and it just happened to be a Good Friday morning. As the stag turned towards him, he saw a crucifix between the stag's antlers, and he heard a voice that told him if he did not change his ways that he would go to hell. So he did, in a very drastic way. Well, let's just say there's a lot to the story, more than I could go into for a few minutes of a video. But he eventually became a bishop, Bishop of Liege, and his feast day is November 3rd, which brings me to why I'm introducing Stag and Cross now. His novena starts October 26th, and what is a novena, right? I think this is mainly a Catholic thing and not necessarily just a Christian set of prayers. So what is a novena? A novena is a set of prayers that go for 9 consecutive days. In this case, for Saint Hubert, it starts on October 26th, and those prayers go until November 3rd. So what does a novena consist of, right? Well, it consists with an opening rite, which is the Our Father, a Hail Mary, and a Glory Be. Then you pray one of the novena prayers, and I believe that all the prayers for Saint Hubert were actually written by Father Mitch Pacwa. And after you say your novena prayer, then there's a closing rite. It doesn't take a lot of time, probably 10 minutes at the most, which when it comes to a day of prayer or prayer time, that's not a lot. We're all busy. We try to squeeze these prayers. We try to squeeze prayer time in as we can, right? So it's not a very difficult thing to do. It's 9 days straight. If anybody's interested in praying the novena, I'll have the prayers linked on the website, and I will put that link down in the description of the video. So there's Stag and Cross Outdoors. We are an outdoor company / ministry, more focused on the ministry and more focused on bringing new hunters into the fold, and hopefully showing how we can live our life as outdoorsmen and still be good Christian Catholic people. So if you guys have any comments, don't hesitate. Hit me down below. Throw some comments in there. If you got any questions, post them in the comments, because if you've got the questions, I'm sure a lot of other people do too. So do me a favor, hit the like button, show me that you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on those notifications for me. And as always, hunt hard, pray harder, and God bless.